chips. Shit, man. The culture.
Keeping it alive.
You know,
Are you shooting? Because it seems like that.
Sure. Into the door,
Yeah, he's shooting.
that's good, man. Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. So, me and Dino are discussing battle rap today. So, yeah, that's what's up. Basil Lock. What's that?
Disclaimer.
What's that? How can you say disclaimer?
We're not saying that.
What?
We created battle rap, or we know battle rap better than anyone else out there.
Oh, okay.
We're just discussing what we know.
Yeah. This is a disclaimer. Basil Lock will not be held accountable for any stupid thought you hear today. So, with that being said, watch with your eyes, listen with your ears, and leave your feelings out of this. Catch cold, not feelings.
So battle rap.
Yeah.
You probably started rapping way before me.
Damn, man.
I started in 07.
07?
Yeah.
I was almost retired.
Exactly. So how was the scene when you were getting in the game?
So what I can tell you, when we started the rap, I think it was about 04, 05 when we started rap. And you had like OGs from your hood, niggas that started before you. Those niggas used to hand down niggas.
Exactly.
If they know your boy can rap, they look up, check your address, you find niggas at your gate, man. Hey, yo, D, we heard you can rap. Bust something from. Like, what? What? What do you mean?
At that time,
I wasn't a battle rapper. I didn't know much about battles. All I knew was to write songs.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I ain't got shit for you. And the niggas would diss you.
Niggas will go at you, man.
Yeah. So eventually that's how I knew there's something called battle rap. So you have to be ready. So that's how I started freestyling, because you had to be ready.
Yeah.
So you don't have a time to write script or anything. If a nigga comes, you gotta have something for the nigga. So we started freestyling.
Yeah. You remind me of stories like KRS-One. KRS-One wasn't a rapper at the time. He was just at some park or at some corner where niggas was having a cipher. And then some nigga went at him.
Yeah.
The nigga went at KRS-One, and then he felt he had to say something back.
You see?
And that was the birth of KRS-One. He wasn't a rapper at the time, but because he said something and he got props from some of the niggas that were there, and then he was told, yo man, you good. And I thought, fuck, I can do this. And that's when, KRS-One started rapping. And also, I was reading up somewhere where Big Daddy Kane,
Yeah.
what you just said now, Big Daddy Kane always had a battle vest, just in case somebody tries to test him.
But that's where the art is developed.
Yeah.
Your writing skills are put to the test, because now you have to prepare for imaginary being. So
Exactly.
you're not gonna be basic. You're not gonna be direct. You have to be smart. You have to be creative, and then your lines really have to appeal. At the same time, make sense. At the same time, be offensive. So it's quite a lot of skill to master battle rap. And then back in the days, it was mostly freestyle. Well, for most, it was freestyle. like you say, others had a script already, something like
Yeah.
that. So
But because the battle wasn't something set up, you'd think the nigga is freestyling.
well, most of the times, cause this
It was.
this is what happens. Ne? I'm sitting, a line comes into my head. So in order to avoid losing that line, I read it somewhere.
Yes.
So that's how we kept. Or
Yes.
it was not for a song. It was just maybe that nigga that dissed me the first time a line came, and it's probably relevant. So let me put it down before I forget.
Yeah.
And another one will come, another one. So if I meet someone on the day, I have about like 5 lines already to start.
Mm-hmm.
So as you start, you already have 5 ahead, and others come while you're still busy.
Yeah.
So that's how. And if your freestyle guy, your freestyle game is that nice, eventually,
You take it.
yeah. So
Yeah, so when I got in a game in 07, when I first listened to hip hop session at our local radio station,
MC.
yeah, it was almost, towards the end of the show, and it was niggas battling. And when I switched the radio on, what I heard was Muriri wa hao taka taka no kare kamora ya ngaka.
Yeah, man.
So like that's what I remember from what I heard. A friend of mine was there, so I asked him, yo, who was there? And he told me a nigga that was told Murira taka taka, and it was K9. Now J Mesh.
Yeah.
His name is K9. So apparently he did waves.
Okay.
On his, yeah, he did waves. He had hair, so like he did waves. And then I think the nigga that was battling him was Nomzan, if I'm not mistaken.
Yo.
Y'all will correct me. That's like in 2007.
Yeah, many months back.
Yeah. So like then when I started going to the radio station, I met T-Man, who later became Bone Mask.
Yeah.
Bone Mask, but what spelled BONNMASQ, Bone Mask, Bone Mask. So yeah, that's the nigga I learned from him, together with Traffics and Flowtex.
I remember Traffics. Traffics was nice.
Traffic's been nice, man. So yeah. So what you say now about niggas hearing that there's somebody somewhere, that's the same shit they did. They went to niggas' cribs to battle niggas.
I'm sure Traffics did that.
Yeah, definitely. So they went. So that's what battle rap was back in the days. Even not just here but globally. It was that because sometimes we'd just be in a cipher. Like I remember I was called TNC, and there was a nigga by the name Proof. So we were just freestyling, and I just said I'm out of the proof, so you might never find no evidence.
Yeah.
And then the nigga,
That is name.
nigga was like, oh, so you beefing? Now I'm out of here. No, dude, I'm just freestyling. So that's how mostly battles will start. You're not prepared. Shit just comes, you say it, and the nigga feels it. It has always been like in ciphers. Mostly we battled in ciphers because, shit would just happen. I felt like I could say something about you. I'm freestyling.
And you know what was the worst thing that happened to me? With people who know I can rap, and they see people rapping, and they're like, yo, my man is better than you.
Oh, that's the shit that got me in trouble.
Now you don't know these guys. You've never been at.
Exactly.
Now you have to prepare for. Remember, you're rolling with 4 people. You see 4 other people rap, but out of your 4 is only you.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been in like 4 against 1.
And probably come out victorious.
Man. But then you hate that because now every time I used to see people rap, I want to change direction because now I know that my crew will say, yo, my man is dope, my man is nice. Now you have to show these niggas You nice, you dope and all that.
Yeah, so like I also like kind of adapted to that, you know, whenever I would meet someone on the street, I would ask, yo, you rap? Then what if I see a straight if I see a straight cap and some baggy pants, you're
Yeah.
rocking a sneaker and t-shirt that looks like a night dress. Yo, you rap? Yeah, let's battle.
Eish.
And then, you know, just goes on. It happened. I battled everywhere I go. I would battle. I remember I had a battle ko Medunza.
Yeah.
I remember I had a battle ko UP.
Yeah.
I had a battle mo Mandela Hall or in the streets of Mandela, Marukulun, Ramuti, Tutemba. It was, you know, it was all battles. Going to the Watwani, seeing niggas. I would ask if they rap. If you rap, it means like, for me, if you're a rapper, then it means you battle also.
Yeah, but that's how we used to. Like,
Yeah,
that
that's
was
how
the
we used to,
perception.
yeah.
Back in the days,
Yeah.
if you say I'm a rapper, they say, okay.
Yeah.
They diss you. If you can't reply, then you're not a rapper.
So now,
Now it's nice.
you think it's nicer than back in the days, or because now my problem is niggas feel like they can't battle if they, you know, are not prepared. A nigga will not take you on right now because they feel they need to go and ride.
No. Like, I'm saying it's nice because now we know there's rappers, there's battle cats. Back in the days, if you were a rapper, automatically they thought you, like, we didn't even say a rapper, we used to say an MC.
Yeah, an MC.
So you should be able to do from poetry, rap, battle. That's what we said.
Mhm.
We didn't care. You can't rap, you can't freestyle. No, then you're not an MC. That was the. Now I can just say, me, I'm a rapper. I'm not a battle cat.
Yeah.
Me, I'm a trapper. Something like that. You can say something like that.
Yeah, because when I was also like evolving, I would say I'm not a battle cat, but I battle cat.
Boss!
Now that was like when in 2010, 11, 12, somewhere there, you know, because now I was, you know, getting into doing music. Back then, I was just a street rapper, cyphers, you know. When I started, I would write a lot. I would take my 72 pages, my 1 choirs, 2 choirs with me everywhere I go, show them niggas that I was learning from. And it happened at some point I wasn't like writing anymore. I would never write if it's not a song. So I just did freestyles. That I think maybe Kyonan Twinkawatili, I don't know. It's hard for me to write a song.
Sure, cannibals. You would do that.
Cannibals can freestyle.
Yeah, but 2 choir, 3 choir.
Man, I had plenty rhymes. I had plenty. Like the shit you said, I
Yeah.
always had lines. So then even though I was, you know, freestyling,
Yeah.
if a punchline isn't coming from the top, then I would try to remember something I have on the book
Yeah.
and say it one time. And then go again, and then, you know, take something from there again and then say it. So that's, you know, how it went.
But then that's the other thing. Like, now we talking, like we started 04, me I started 04, 05, somewhere there. You started 07. And you have niggas like your elites, Cannibals, Royce, they started in the 80s.
80s, yeah.
But they can't freestyle. How did they become, like now they are known brands coming
Honestly, I don't think it's that they can't freestyle.
They can't.
No, I believe they just don't have confidence in their freestyles. Like, they don't trust it. They always want to hit. You get me? They always want to hit, so they know if they're gonna freestyle, they might flop, and they don't want that. Like, who's that? Hobson. I remember watching his interview on some show, and then he was asked to freestyle. He didn't want to freestyle. He said, "Now let me go back and write, and I'll come back because freestyling, you know, I might flop." And I just say so. And he did a little bit of a freestyle, and it was, you know, nice and then, but he wasn't, you know, feeling. They told him, yo, this is nice, but he
But I
wasn't
don't
feeling
think they
that.
can freestyle.
You don't. I just don't. I
Because
just
I
think they don't
remember-
have confidence
I
in their
remember
freestyle.
listening to like these tours they do, like maybe you have an album and then you do a tour. I remember listening to Immortal Technique. It was with Diabolic and who's that young Akil.
Yeah,
Most of what he said,
was from the songs.
yeah, so
Like
like
that's what I've heard from like most of Immortal Techniques battles that are on YouTube. Like I would hear verses that I know from.
so
the
that's why I
songs.
say they can't freestyle. It's not like they don't have the confidence.
But here's the thing now. It's been quite a while. Battle rap, especially Mokasi, it was at some point, you know, before we brought it back. Yes,
Yeah.
way. It, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
it
And
was
these are
kind
the
of
shit.
yeah, it was kind of scarce, and I feel I cannot, you know, right now freestyle like I used to.
Yeah. I can
Yeah, I was
say this one.
the same thing I was, you know, discussing with Thorex the other day. Like, man, remember what, like when we met for the first time back in 2011, we met in a cipher. Man, them freestyles were nice, but now we can't do that. It's a bit hard. So I think it has to do with, you know, losing that connections. We haven't done ciphers in a long time. Like, when was the last time you heard there's a cipher some? Right now ciphers are dead. Niggas, you know, prepare their 16s, they go to a studio, record the damn thing, and then shoot a video, put it out on YouTube. It's a cipher. Okay, but we don't have those, you know.
From the top side.
Yeah, in the street corners, and imagine if those were documented before, like even the battles.
Yeah. No. The thing is the evolution. The one thing about the time now, the timeline, people want dope. That's
Yes.
why you have a lot of kids saying, no, I can't freestyle. Like
They
you
want
saying, they rather not freestyle because now it goes as whack or something.
Yes.
But a freestyle is a freestyle. You can hear it's coming from.
From the
It's so I don't understand. For me, there's no whack freestyle if it's from the top.
Okay, I
Because-
partly agree. I would partly agree.
What? How
No,
can
that's-
I be whack if I'm relevant to the time we are in now? I'm sitting in front of a bench. If I decide to rhyme about a bench and a couch and whatever
Like-
I see, that's a freestyle. So how is it gonna be whack? How are you going to judge my
Okay,
freestyle?
what I'm saying is I used to watch Shizness back in the days. So they introduced this freestyle feature. Not the booth. Before the booth, like
Yeah.
when they had a rapper coming in, you know, maybe after performing, as they interview the person, they would ask them to freestyle.
Yeah.
Proverb did it nice.
Pro is nice.
Zabs did it nice.
Legend.
Obita did it nice.
Legend.
And there was Tear Gas. Oh my god.
I wonder who did it nice.
KO did a script.
Obvious. If KO did it,
Because,
imagine the other two.
Ntukza tried and oh my god.
If KO did a script, you can just forget.
Oh my god.
Just forget.
Ntukza.
My ease writing is like a freestyle. So what's gonna happen when he tries to freestyle?
You know, so that's what I'm saying. Like, I would partly agree because also when they did the booth, they had your Proverbs, your Golden Shovels, whoever, they would freestyle.
Yeah.
And they had, who's this guy?
The new school kids.
Bargaman.
From where? From which group?
The Kosa one.
Big cousin.
Not Big Kosa. Big Kosa's brother.
Big Zulu.
No, not Big Zulu, man.
Woo!
Who's that nigga?
Big cousin's brother.
Yeah, Big Kosa's, they call him Big Kosa's brother. He
Uh,
kind of vanished now.
oh, that one. Who's that?
The engineer.
Jonga. Who's this? This one. Ifan.
I finally did a freestyle in the booth. And because
It must have
he
been
knew, he knew, like from the bottom of his heart that shit was swag. You know what he said? When he finished, he said, it's a freestyle. Like, he's trying to cover the wordness on the freestyle.
Okay, I don't understand. Okay, let's welcome Freezy. Maybe he'll explain better. So what you're saying, you can judge a freestyle whether it's dope or
Yeah,
not.
you can, of course. I mean, if you're just gonna say things for the sake of saying things,
So what did the funny say?
I don't even remember. Yo, bro.
Okay, because now you know I funny like I take the name. Is it so? I can imagine him being whack. I can imagine him being whack. Like his style is somehow like kind of tricky. So you can imagine if he did something and he felt it was whack and he had to cover up and say it was whack.
It's freestyle because he felt it, you know, so he had to say freestyle. Like, come on, bro. So now, some freestyles, yeah, I believe you can, you know, judge a freestyle whether it's whack or dope. Like, if something just doesn't make sense, I don't care it's a freestyle or what.
No, but
Here's the thing, here's what I wouldn't do. I wouldn't just, you know, take that one line from the whole freestyle and call a nigga whack. Just like some niggas do, you know.
okay, like let's say we had remember that battle where Ether was battling what's that nigga?
Spliff K.
Spliff K.
Yeah.
So how do you judge that one? Because Ether was straight from the top, talking about take a globe.
Yeah, yeah.
Right around your neck. Okay.
Here's the thing, because Ether kept on going like Alohanya,
Yeah.
and then whatever he was saying, you would get, oh, he's saying that. First of all, when you say, is there some nurses here? Okay, it looks like they not. I take this nigga and I put him there, and I take him home, and then I put him in a chair, electrocution.
Yeah.
I thought would never say that.
Wow. So you guys are on a funny.
No!
You cannot judge a freestyle. Like, how do you say this freestyle is dope? How do you say this one is whack? So now Dino says, I finally tried to freestyle.
I funny can freestyle.
Well,
I think if you can say whatever from the top, yeah, it might be considered as freestyling, like Alohanya. But the question is it dope or whack?
so me, I'm saying you can't judge a freestyle. A freestyle is a freestyle. So you can't say it's dope or what.
I disagree with you, man.
Oh, so it's 2 on 1.
If you don't make
But
sense,
I can come up and spit a freestyle and make no sense, like he's saying. I can come up and spit a freestyle.
That is nonsense.
Yeah, a freestyle is all about nonsense. You're trying to make sense out of nonsense, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just shit coming up. You're trying to put it together.
Exactly.
You can make nonsense, maybe 3 lines, and try and put it together. I don't know how people freestyle, but that's how I put it. And try to make sense about what you just said.
Yeah.
exactly, yeah,
Right? So if I'm just
nonsense throughout.
it's whack.
Okay.
How many minutes, bro?
When it's whack, it's whack.